political discussion, waiting, and when this wait will be over, when this wait will be over, that no one knows what is waiting. Okay, so Indian Prime Minister, the news had come, I believe in August time frame. This is October 9th. Today is October 8th. Today is October 8th. Okay, October, in August only news had surfaced that Indian Prime Minister would visit United States and he would represent India in United Nations General Assembly. Okay, and after that 50% tariff drama started with India. And in month of September, India has the export that used to happen every month from India to United States, it has decreased by 70%. Only 30% of the trade that happens every month, only 30% has happened in the month of September. 70% scrapped. No purchase order has been received from the American merchants to the Indian companies, and they could not send export material. 70%. 70% is here only, and 30% went. Means India's export to United States it decreased by 70%. China export to United States it decreased by 30%. Here 70%, there 30%. Anyway, now Indian Prime Minister, when a war of words started between Indian Prime Minister and American President over vocal for local, and so, then American President, rather than going low, he started attacking on India. He started attacking on India. He pressurized the European Union to have 100% tariff on India, then $100,000 on the H-1B visa. Now, student they cannot 5% more than 5% from one particular country. They cannot go inside any university. Right now, in any university of America, on an average, 10% of students are from India. 10% out of all strength. Around 30% strength of any university are foreign students. 30%. And in 30%, 10%. I mean, total 10%. In 30% means whatever the international students are there in every university, one third is from India only. Means more or less from all students in every university, 10%, one tenth of all students in any one university, the strength is from India only. Now he wants 5% maximum. Means 50% reduction of the Indian student will happen if they want to go to the America. Day by day, United States government is dropping bomb on India. Anyway, when the Mr. Shahbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Pakistan, and Mr. Asim Munir, the head of the army out there, when they were invited personally to the United Nations General Assembly, and Muhammad Yunus, Prime Minister of Honorable Prime Minister of interim Prime Minister of Bangladesh also, Mr. Muhammad Yunus, all were invited in the United Nations General Assembly, but Indian Prime Minister was not invited, even though even though news surfaced that Indian Prime Minister would visit United Nations General Assembly session from 22nd of the September. That is long ago, that is over. But he was not invited, deliberate. Okay. And then Pakistani Prime Minister, he was invited to White House after that. Then there was a closed room discussion in White House, means lunch, dinner, everything was served to Mr. Shahbaz Sharif. And then everyone would have seen the picture of Mr. Asim Munir sharing the rare earth metals from Pakistan. What Pakistan? It would be from the Baluchistan only. I think so. Okay, he was showing to the Donald Trump. America is looking for rare earth metal because it is used in chip manufacturing, and they are heavily dependent upon the China. Means Pakistan is looking for the heavy trade with the United States. Anyway, there Mr. Donald Trump explicitly he mentioned that he is going to have a one-on-one talk with Indian Prime Minister very soon. Now there was a skepticism that came that Indian Prime Minister would be invited very soon into the United States, very soon. And then again, Namaste Trump and Howdy Modi will start those kind of episodes. But no invitation has been received to Indian Prime Minister in past 12 to 13 days. 2 weeks are over, and Donald Trump has said that very soon we are going to have meeting. Looks like Indian government is now giving up. Okay, Donald Trump has no focus on India. Means he is very angry on India as far as Russia is concerned. Very angry on India. Now, Indian Home Minister, he is giving one pin. Pin means if I place a pin here, needle, then someone would jump. Now he has given a new pin on the United States again. And what that pin is, now he has created his personal email ID on Joho Mail. Joho Mail is considered as Indian company, but it was started in America only. It is not pure Indian company. Joho company. It was started in United States only. Though owner are from India, but they were based in America only. Later they opened office in Chennai. Now they have headquarter in Chennai, but it is American company only. Whatever. Since owner is from India. Now he has shifted his email ID from Gmail from Google to Joho, and he has shared through the Twitter. I think he has to find the substitute for Twitter also, because Twitter or X is American company anyway. Now this is giving a pin to Mr. Donald Trump that if you are not happy with us, then we are also not happy with you. Or rather, please invite us. When you had promised in front of Mr. Shahbaz Sharif that you will invite Indian Prime Minister for bilateral talk on trade, then why you did not invite? Okay, Donald Trump generally he does not lie. So I believe he would invite, but when he will invite, no one knows. And he is again sidelining India. What is another proof that Donald Trump is sidelining India? Another proof is that Mr. Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, Mr. Mark Carney, second time. I believe it is just 2 months only when Mark Carney has been elected as Prime Minister of Canada. And second time in 2 months, he was in Oval Office sitting with Donald Trump. And there he is praising that Donald Trump did a very good task to make a ceasefire between India and Pakistan. It was very important. This is called one arrow and two targets. One arrow and two targets. First target is Nobel Peace Award. Nobel Peace Award has to be declared day after tomorrow. Today is 8th. On 10th of October, Nobel Peace Award will declare. And on that day, a big supernova explosion is going to happen. Big supernova explosion. Because Donald Trump, the most powerful person in the world as far as America is concerned, we can say more or less. If we see military wise, then Russia is the more powerful than America. And if I see money wise, then China is more powerful than America. But altogether, military, monetary, and everything, then America is very powerful. Now, American president, when out of the way many times he had expressed his wish to have Nobel Peace Award, and then still Nobel Peace Award is not being granted to him, then there will be a big blast. Norway has to get ready for all possible sanctions and all possible attack from the Mr. Donald Trump. So Norway has to understand that much. Anyway, Mark Carney was in White House, and he has also indirectly nominated Mr. Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Award. Now the Oslo office is in tremendous pressure now. Okay, from the Canada, from the United States, and from the Benjamin Netanyahu to I believe Azerbaijan Prime Minister or President also he has Mr. Aliyev. He has also nominated informally Donald Trump for the president post. Many nominations has arrived. Anyway, these nominations will not come into 2025. They will come into effect in 2026. Nomination directly or indirectly, everything will come into 2026 only. But two targets are being hit now. One is to the Oslo, that you have to give Nobel Award to Donald Trump only. As a Canada, as a big country, we are supporting Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Award, because India-Pakistan war ceasefire was a very big thing Donald Trump has brought, and he should be acclaimed for it. He should be known for it, and he should be symbolized for it. He should be identified for it. For this is tremendous work. India is very populous country. In that manner, that war would have killed a lot of people. Seven jet plane were destroyed in the war. This is what Donald Trump claimed. Means they were hit or they were toppled down seven fighter jet plane. Okay, they were made crashed in the war. This is what he claimed, that was going to be a very big war between India and Pakistan. Anyway, Pakistan also, like India, they were not. This is what I'm reading. Means they were also hesitant in saying that Donald Trump has mediated a ceasefire at the beginning because there is a similar agreement between India and Pakistan 1972. According to similar agreement, both country has to resolve all the internal problem by sitting together only. No third party will be allowed. Looking at similar agreement what Pakistan has signed, they were also resistant in saying Donald Trump has mediated. But later they agreed also, and then they nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Nomination means they have the proof. If you nominate, then you have to show the proof also to the Nobel Peace Award. Means they have the proof that Donald Trump has mediated. Then people asked Pakistani counterpart that you are going anti to the Simla agreement. Then they said we abolish Simla agreement. Pakistan officially made this statement that 1972 Simla agreement we are abolishing now. Now we can say that United States has done the ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan. Anyway, now India is in tremendous pressure now. When Donald Trump has not invited Indian Prime Minister, and then Indian Home Minister is creating email ID in Joho email, then more or less look like India is in pressure now. Means Donald Trump, rather than going ahead inviting Indian Prime Minister, he is rather inviting Canadian Prime Minister, making him say that India, whatever India is saying is false. India is lying. Indeed, we did the ceasefire, and Mr. Mark Carney, he affirmed it. He put a green seal, a blue seal, that it is true. And then the signal has gone to the Oslo office also, because day after tomorrow they have to announce Nobel Peace Award. Anyway, is it what this is what is published in the newspaper? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, Donald Trump must understand this, that enemy of America is not India. Means if he is thinking that enemy of America in trade manner, I'm not telling about military manner, in trade manner. Okay, the enemy of United States is not Russia. Enemy of United States is not India. Enemy of United States is China. Okay, if Donald Trump is wasting his time in Nobel Peace Award and Russia and India, then China is growing only. China is a country which has nothing to do with the war kind of scenario. Sometimes it make their fighter jet fly over Taiwan. Sometimes just to show to the world that we are also anxious about Taiwan. That's it. Otherwise, China is a country which is purely investing its time in money only, purely, nothing else. Donald Trump today or tomorrow he will hit China again. What China is doing? Okay, there was a Shanghai Corporation Summit that happened on 31st of August and 1st of September in Tianjin. And in SEO meeting, Chinese President Mr. Xi Jinping, he brought a concept of global governance initiative. G Global GGI, I think GGI, Global Government Initiative. Okay, something like that. Global governance initiative means Mr. Xi Jinping has said unilateral way will not work. Unilateral means America more or less America is showing control over the world trade now. Means America is doing whatever it wants, and this is what is happening worldwide. This will not work now. Multilateralism will come. Means many countries will control the world now. Only unilateral will not work. China is talking about world governments initiative. Means world will run through multilateralism. Many countries will come into the world government. What is government? Like if I'm staying in India or if I'm staying in China, then Chinese people, if they want any kind of service, then they can take through their government. Means any loan kind of service, any security related service, any Chinese people or anyone in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, He will reach his government only if security is required, if money is required, if he want to take any loan or whatsoever. So there will be a world government, global governments like the country government, and world government will be led by more or less China. This is what indirectly China is saying. And if I talk about Indian government, then there is a currency also called rupees. There is a bank also called Reserve Bank of India. There is a security called Indian Army. Police is there, and there are so many facilities that Indian government provide to the people. Theoretically or practically, I don't know how much it is, but this is like so. So China is talking about bringing up world government means all the countries, they will be like citizen of world government, and they will get served through world government. That will do the development of that country also. If any country wants development, they will contact world government, and this is a new concept. Now they will contact the world government. I believe the head office of the world government will be Shanghai in China, and they will come contact world government, and world government will give loan to them. Then they will assign the work to their engineers or whatever their companies, and they will go and they will do the development out there. World government will have new currency. This is they are talking about R value currency. R value. R value means RMB, that is Chinese currency, ruble and rupees. Together they will make R value. Now discussion is going on that China is proceeding now in the world government. Why China is in problem in the world government? China itself is coming into trouble now day by day. What is the trouble? China's real estate business, means apartments or whatever, that are heavily being constructed in Shanghai, Beijing, and there is one more town, Guangzhou or something like that. That is going to zero now. No one is booking apartment or whatever in China now. So real estate in China is coming to big trouble now. The economic progress, the what we say like growth, yearly economic growth every country shows. In economic growth of China, that their real estate is 30%. The strength of the real estate contribute 30% into the economic growth of China. So that 30% is going to zero now. Somehow, I don't know how it has happened. Now there are around 10 million students. They come out of the college in China. In that, 20% are not getting job now. It is decrement. I'm not saying 20. Sorry, whatever people they are coming, whatever people they were getting job earlier, in that 20% has decreased. They are not getting job. Around 22 million people, million working people in China are jobless now. These are the new figures coming. Okay, means more or less China as a real estate. Because of real estate, also many people would be getting job. So China itself is in trouble now. Day by day, it is going in trouble. In a way, now Chinese export to the America, it is decreasing 30%. Because of that, unemployment would be growing. Who knows? Okay. Now looking at Donald Trump has changed the global trade scenario. China is a country which is coming in trouble now. Chinese people, they are becoming jobless because China was earning a lot exporting its product into America. $1 trillion directly or indirectly was Chinese export into the America. That is going down by 30% every year, and then it is hitting the real estate business and so and so. Because of United States, China is in problem. Okay, in that manner, China is talking about global governments initiative. Means China will control the global governments. In that manner, Chinese people will have more job, and China could earn more money, and whatever the trade that is not happening with the America, that will be can be diverted to other countries. They will take it. Considering China is a global government, or Shanghai is the head office of it, something like that. Means New York is shifting. New York or Brussels in Belgium, or Geneva in Switzerland, more or less those offices are slowly, they are being shifted to Shanghai, Beijing, Tianjin, these kind of places. This is another headache for Donald Trump. He is thinking, if he is thinking India or Russia is headache for the Donald Trump, then China is coming as bigger headache on Donald Trump. that Donald Trump must understand it. Many political people and economists in United States, they have already commented on Donald Trump that the way you are doing with India, you are hitting head in the wall. India was the most supportive country to you, and you are penalizing India only. But anyway, I don't know why Donald Trump is proceeding in it day by day. He is hitting on the head of India day by day. Anyway, American people would not be enjoying because they were getting cheap product from India, and then Indian government is not enjoying whatever it is. But whoever is going to get whatever, I don't know. But I know one thing, that Indian people will enjoy it. This is I'm sure about it. Probably today they may be feeling bad that okay, they are getting away from the American or whatever, and whatsoever. But anyway, anyone would feel pressure, right? if if they are being assisted by someone, and that assistance is going away, then anyone would feel pressure on their head. But anyway, that pressure will bring fruits or flowers tomorrow, and Indian people will be forced to buy Indian product, and Indian people will be forced to develop Indian product. This is what we think. So anyway, whatever is going on as far as India and United, I won't say it is not good or it is good, but this is something that no one would have expected it. This is what I would say. No one would have expected it. 6 months back, Indian Prime Minister was in White House, and then they were talking about bringing the the trade between India and USA to the extreme level. Extreme level. Right now, goods export is $130 billion. Means it was $130 billion goods export should go to 500 billion dollars. I don't know what will happen. Anyway, Indian people, they should use this chance to come up in their life, in their business, in their shopping style.